Alright guys, today we are going to be explaining the Sarah's house story. And today we have our favorite YouTuber. You can introduce yourself.
Max
And-
Walker. Wait, no. Let me change my name really quick.
His name is Moon's Destroyer right now.
No, it's not.
And we will be looking at it. So let's search up Sarah
No, I accidentally made it boyfriend.
Tycoon story. And we're going to be reacting to this together.
What do you smell like? Is
That one.
crazy.
Actually, we're going to start at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
What do you smell like?
Alright guys, we are in here and we're recording
Yeah.
If you
But
grew
we
up with a
can't hear
computer,
it.
especially
I
in the
can't
early
hear it.
2000s,
'Cause you're
then
recording,
you're probably
it's-
familiar with Roblox, the online platform where anyone can make a game. But what if someone chose to make a game specifically about
Alright
you?
guys, I don't know if
revealing
you can
details
hear
like
us
pictures of
this,
your face,
but
or
we
even
can
where you
softly
live.
hear it.
Well, for a woman online named Sarah, this would actually
can't hear
happen.
We're gonna pause it really fast, so I'm gonna get it on the TV really fast so I can also watch it and explain it with you guys.
Actually happen.
Yes, this actually happened.
It says, would this actually happen?
Alright guys, we're getting this up on the TV.
That is her face. That is her face.
Yeah, Max is at the part where her face is being shown.
That's her face inside of black and white when she.
Max, go back to the start. Go back to the very start.
That's her face inside of. That was her black.
Max, go change the font of the TV. Thank you.
That was her face. My name isn't Max's boyfriend, so yeah.
Yeah, we're both in the same house because we
That
live
was her
together.
face- That was her face when she was inside of the chair.
Alright guys, I don't know if you can see this, but we are doing it on the TV right now. Just be patient, we're about to do it on. It's only 6 minutes long video. And I hope you guys enjoy because I've done my homework. I've cleaned my room so I could record with you guys.
Yeah,
And
yeah, we did.
hopefully we can do this. Sarah's House Tycoon story. Sarah's House Tycoon story. Sarah's house. We're about to find it in right now. Alright, we're starting it up. I think yep. Alright guys, we're starting it up.
If you grew up with a computer, especially in the early
Yeah, we're turning it up.
2000s, then you're probably familiar with Roblox, the online platform where anyone can make a game. But what if someone chose to make a game specifically about you, revealing details like pictures of your face or even where you live?
We're gonna let them
Well,
watch
for
it,
a
so we're
woman
gonna
online
put you
named
down.
Sarah, this would actually
We're gonna watch it
happen.
on that.
In today's video, I'll be telling you the story of someone who used Roblox not for creativity or entertainment, but instead to document their real-life obsession with a singular person. This is the story of Sarah's house, Roblox's
We
most
will be
horrific
playing
tycoon.
this after we watch this, so we will be finding all the secrets about it. You guys can look at the secrets. The secrets.
Tycoon games have always been pretty popular on Roblox,
Are gonna
with the
be
genre
all
still being
hands?
relevant today. For those of you unaware, a tycoon is essentially just a game where you collect money to accomplish some sort of goal. Usually this is done with droppers that generate cash, which allow you to either upgrade your base or build up your revenue. Evidently, most tycoons are not considered horror games, with the vast majority actually being the opposite of scary. However, this would change with one tycoon released in 2014 that actually flew under the radar of most users. The game, as I mentioned earlier, was titled Sarah's House. Now, what exactly makes this game different from the others? At first, nothing really jumps out. You spawn into a classroom displaying some rules for the tycoon. These consist of take the game seriously, do not share what you've seen, and finally, do not type Sarah. Well, in order to actually start the tycoon, you have to exit the classroom and enter the neighborhood, where you claim a spot and begin making progress on building Sarah's house. You can buy her walls, her furniture, and even her car, which weirdly enough
That's the
has
stalker,
someone
guys.
hiding under it. This character will be important later, but first we have to go back to the school. If you venture behind the gym, you'll find what looks to be a locked dumpster. By turning on your game audio and listening closely, you can actually hear the subtle sound of someone banging. The next detail worth mentioning here can be spotted by the rules we saw earlier in Spawn, specifically with the rule that says do not type Sarah. If you decide to break this rule, your player is teleported to a dark room with the date June 2nd written all over the walls. In front of you is the character we saw earlier under the car, but this time holding a shotgun. The creepiest part about this is when you walk up to the man, the face of a real woman covers your screen, with the gun firing in the background and your player being kicked from the game.
Get kicked.
If you're not familiar with Roblox, one of their major rules for developing games is that users are never allowed to upload an image of someone's real face. Doing this will typically result in the model being deleted, or in some cases your account even getting banned. Either way, the fact that this account was able to get past this rule and create this scene is incredibly strange. Returning back to the Tycoon itself, the next secret can be found by collecting the rest of the house. After buying all 3 droppers and saving up your money, you can head to the backyard and purchase the most expensive item in the game, that being the shed. At first, nothing really looks out of place until you start to drag your mouse across the screen and notice an icon indicating some kind of button. You click on the button, and that's when your character is teleported to the real contents of the room. Inside of the shed, we'll find several pictures, many of which are the same face we saw earlier, but this time labeled as yearbook photo. We also have some new photos where the Roblox character we've been seeing is placed somewhere in real life. Finally, in the background, we can hear some kind of weird noise, along with the option to grab a key. The shed is honestly one of the most important parts of the Tycoon, not because of the creepy photos, but because of what they implicate. The first thing we figured out is that the picture we've been seeing of the girl is in fact a yearbook photo. And who do you think that picture belongs to? Another detail that's revealed from the shed is this weird presence of the Roblox character we've been seeing throughout the game. It's my belief that this character is supposed to represent the developer himself, and in the photo he's posted with, we see him standing next to Sarah's actual shed. Now, when I mentioned a weird sound playing in the background, some of you might have caught on and can see where I'm going. By downloading the isolated sound and placing it into a software like Audacity, we can actually visualize the audio in something called a spectrogram. Doing this will uncover a hidden message, which is the photo of a shed along with the text North Carolina written next to it. This audio pretty much confirms the theory that Sarah and her house are real, and that the person responsible for this game, represented by the man under the car or with the gun, has some kind of real-life obsession with her. It's important to note that this version of Sarah's house is a re-upload of the original with copy lock disabled. What that means is that we can actually download the game files for ourselves and take a look behind the scenes. Interestingly enough, I actually missed something when I was talking about the no typing Sarah rule. If you take a look at the board, for a brief moment an image will appear next to it that looks to be a box with an arrow pointing under. By typing Sarah and teleporting to the room we saw earlier, you can actually go backwards to prevent the cutscene that kicks you from the game, or instead you'll walk through this corner wall and jump over to a translucent bridge that returns you back to the main map. With all of that, we can finally connect the main 3 secrets of the game. First, buy the shed and teleport to the room holding the key. It's important that you type Sarah in order to teleport back to the room that kicks you. The next step is to no-clip out of this room onto the translucent bridge we saw earlier on the board. By standing still, the platform will eventually return you back to the main map. Finally, with the key in hand, walk to the back of the school.
We're not going to show this part, we're just going to look at it. Alright guys, we're going in it. Alright Max, let's log into Roblox.
Oh my gosh, I accidentally showed it, and
Come on, pick this hoverboard up, Max. Put the boot up.
Hold on guys, we'll be right back.
Those shoes too. Don't just throw it in your room.
Alright guys, we're